So before I even start this video, I want to give a big thumbs up, salute, whatever, to you two young capitalists. I love what you are doing. I love your drive, your passion, and we'll talk about it all right now. I'm Chad. This is the Easy Astro Images channel. So a lot of you guys probably know Brave Falls did a lot of great content on YouTube, and you know, I watched all of his videos multiple times, and I'm gonna be honest, like I was kind of, you know, he had a great education, I believe, and worked at a corporate job and said screw it and was following his passion in astrophotography, which is great. And I was always thinking in the back of my mind, like, you know, it's pretty hard to like make it in YouTube, like, you know, but obviously he had something really big in the background working. And you know what we're talking about here. Nico Carver just did a video about this last week. Braze did a couple videos about it. So $150 a month, guys. You could basically send your telescope to Bortle 1 skies, and the prices go from like $150 to like $300 a month. And if this was around when I sold my stuff last year, because, you know, I'm lucky if I get 60 to 70 great days here in Ohio, we're talking 200 to 220 days under a Bortle 1 sky. And they are doing just the best business model ever. You know, instead of like these other places that cater to higher end people with money, charging $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month, and all kinds of like setup fees and everything else like that. These guys said, forget that bullshit. We're going to figure out another way to do this and give it to all of us. So we're going to build these buildings. We're going to load these things full of small scopes, and we're just going to pull the revenue game. So you can either have a building with 10 scopes in it, making $20,000 a month, or, you know, whatever, do the math, or you can have two buildings with 40, 50, 60 scopes in it, making more money, not catering to the big shots and everybody else, but to people like you and I highly recommend you go and watch his videos just to kind of get more of a backstory about everything, and to watch Nico's video, because, you know, we're talking that this is a place where you can send your AM5s, Red Cats, stuff like that, and it's just going to be freaking great and spectacular. And, you know, I've actually emailed them. We all know that I'm hoping about 6 to 9 months away from building a kit back out myself. You know, I was thinking about playing with the RC6. It's great to have stuff at home, and I would like to have two kits, one here and one outside, of course. Now, if you want to help accelerate my goal, you can always become a YouTube channel member here for as little as $2 a month, or you could also send me a tip or something, buy me a beer under the paypal.me link, but don't let that take away if you're considering on sending your scope to Texas. That comes first before me. But, you know, last year when I got rid of everything, man, like, you know, $8,000 to $10,000 worth of stuff just parked in the garage, like doing nothing, because of all the Canadian wildfire smoke and all that stuff. And so to see, you know, something like this, it's right in the middle of like the heart of Texas. Brady, Texas, I believe, is where it is at. And of course you can go to Starfront observatories and check this out. And I mean, I think everybody just needs to do their job to like spread the word. You know, I'm kind of looking at Bray's videos that he put up about this, and we can see his stuff right here. But, you know, if you kind of go back to like Bray's videos, he was always hanging around and owned some very expensive telescopes. So he's been around this stuff his entire life. And, you know, how he accumulated that stuff and everything, you know, it's none of my business at all. You know, whatever is just awesome. But, you know, I was looking at his videos, and I would just think that people would naturally assume, if you didn't watch Nico's video and see how cheap and affordable this is, that you would think that he was just building another observatory to cater to the higher class, not us type of astronomers. I mean, $150 is less than my electric bill, less than my cell phone bill, almost as well. Yeah, less. Now my cable bill is cheaper now. I mean, I just go on and on and on. And, you know, I waste a lot of money on, you know, things like for my RC cars and stuff like that. I mean, I understand the $150, $200, $300 plateau is still unachievable for a lot of people. But the whole point about this is it opens it up to like a whole lot of people. I mean, like I said, I would have totally jumped right on board with this and not got rid of a single piece of my astronomy gear. I would have packed the whole fully automatic setup that I already had with the flat panel and the rotator and everything else. I would have packed that stuff up in a big Pelican case. I would have shipped it to them just like Nico did. They could have installed it, had it all set up, and we could be looking at some amazing images and data right now. So it's just kind of a PSA to just let you guys know to check these videos out. And, you know, to kind of think about like where you are in your hobby, especially like some of the bigger guys. Now, I know some of the bigger guys, like, you know, do a lot of the reviewing and get this and get that. And it seems like they're constantly changing their scopes like every month to try to keep up with content creation and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, there are some truists that I've seen out there, like the Galactic Hunters. You know, they went all in and sent one of their scopes to Utah Desert Remote. And I'm sure to this day, they are enjoying the wonderful data and all the fun they're having with their remote scope, if it's still out there. But again, I just wanted to bring some attention to this because I think it is super amazing. And it is something I think that is just open to all of us now, and we really got to get behind it if possible and support these guys so something like this keeps growing and goes and is able to, you know, provide the service and provide them an income and a lifestyle that they deserve for catering to normal people and not to an upper middle class type of a people. So guys, I appreciate for what you are doing, and I hope to be a customer of yours one day for sure. And that's going to do it, guys. Short video just to kind of raise some awareness for these kids. And again, right on. Love you all, and peace.